Citizens of Wyndham.
Good day. You'll forgive me if I'm less than cordial on first acquaintances, I'm sure. New faces often mean trouble. And yet, they may bring new opportunities, too. Tell me, where have you come from? Really? Well, you're not the first amnesiac I've seen since things went awry. Trauma does strange things to people. In case it wasn't made clear to you on the way in, Wyndham is under the protection of the protocol. You are permitted to move freely through the village, for now at least. Consider it a gesture of goodwill. I hope it'll be reciprocated. But don't go causing any trouble here, is that clear? And if trouble finds you, make sure you report it, post-haste. Now, there are certain things I like to discuss with new faces such as you. I would hope a stranger like you can provide me with some information. I want to know where you came from. I want to know what you can tell me about the outside. Trust me, you will be much better off aiding protocol than crossing us. Be under no illusions. We must eradicate the corruption that festers here before there is any hope of leaving this blasted place. If we were to work together, you and I, perhaps we might make some progress towards such an outcome. But step out of line, and I will revoke your liberties here just as quickly as they were given. So I ask again, did you come from the outside? What do you know? Well, this is disappointing. I was hoping you'd have something you were willing to share. We imprison strangers at the first whiff of trouble, but you can keep your liberties for now. I trust that will be more conducive to a timely recollection of your origins. In the meantime, be wary of this place. Do not be tempted to engage with any of the pagan sentiments some of the locals may try to foist on you. Such beliefs are dangerous and forbidden. Do I make myself clear? And if you still wish to have protocol's aid, you'll just have to make yourself useful to me in other ways. The civilians in this village are a shady lot. Resistant to discipline and up to no good, I'm sure of it. We can hardly get the time of day out of them. But you're an outsider. They may not trust you exactly, but nor are they immediately suspicious of you. Sniff around. Keep your ears open. If you find anything I should know, come to me with it. If you want somewhere to start, well, we've had our eyes on Iris, the baker. I could send a patrol in, of course, but a softer approach might prove more efficacious. That is a very dangerous word to be bandying about. I suggest you forget you've ever heard it. Whatever evil the scientists had hidden in there, it has wrought havoc on this place. So no one goes near the substation, understood? Anyone trespassing there will be shot. The good Dr. Garrow? Not so good in my opinion. That woman is dangerous. Caught her up to her old nonsense again and incarcerated her smartly at our Skeathermore camp. The prison is closely guarded, so don't even think about attempting to reach her without our permission. But that permission may be granted if you prove yourself loyal to us here in the village. Yes, what is it? Infected? You mean to say contaminated by that vile blue muck? And she would keep him hidden and endanger the whole village? Good Lord. A grisly situation. Thank you for dealing with it. Who knows what damage he might have caused had he escaped. Now do you see why this place is under military discipline? I fought rebels in the Malayan jungle, and let me tell you, that was positively genteel in comparison to this wretched village. You can hardly call them English hereabouts anymore. Something in the land here is corrupting them all. You've done the right thing coming to me. It's vital this sort of thing's nipped in the bud before it spreads. Straight to the point. Very good. I'm willing to extend the hand of friendship to you, which would include giving you access to our camp at Skethermore. With us on the same side, if a chance for leaving this zone comes, I can promise you a good chance of seeing the outside. To be blunt, as a stranger, you're in a perfect position to help me with a delicate matter. We recently arrested a certain Dr. Garrow, one of the scientists from the research site. She contrived to escape the zone before the walls went up, but rather unexpectedly returned as part of a military convoy. More fool her. Dr. Garrow is dangerous, very clever, and egotistical enough to believe herself a magnitude cleverer yet. She's refused to tell us anything, and I refuse to stoop to Gestapo methods to force her. But a new face like yours, well, perhaps she'll talk to a stranger who plainly isn't beholden to the protocol. Well, as I've said, you will have earned my trust. That will be very beneficial to you, as and when we open a way out of the zone. Are you not eager to visit our Dr. Garrow? You seemed rather keen when you asked after her earlier. When Garrow arrived, she demonstrated an ability to meddle with the barred machinery we've commandeered. Specifically, she disabled our camp's automatic security system and began to poke around where she wasn't welcome. It was an hour before we found her, trying to get access to one of the old barred bunkers. Who knows what damage she might have caused had she found a way inside. She left us no choice but to take her into custody, isolated in solitary confinement, where she can't play her tricks. My men claim she muttered some incantation, and that caused the gun turrets to shut off. I don't believe in such nonsense as magic, but when she was captured, all they found on her was a broken radio. And now I don't know what to think. So you see, I need to know how she did it. What trick she uses to disable our machines. Here, this pass will give you free passage throughout the Skethermore camp. The soldiers on guard will allow you into the prison section too, all the way to Garrow's cell. Learn what you can and return here. Be sure to report to me in person. But be warned, one hint of betrayal, and that pass will not save you. I hope I make myself clear. Yes, what is it? There's been a what? Sergeant, take a squad to the church at once. And the culprit? Surely not the vicar. Yes, I suppose that's true. He's perhaps the only person in this ghastly village whose rectitude is beyond question. You have free passage to our prison. Get what you can out of the good doctor, and we can see about making some progress here.
An actual murder. About time something instant happened around here.
I feel like I'm a detective in an Agatha Christie.
Keep it civilized. No troublemakers.
I see you have sided with the captain and his soldiers. The village will suffer now, thanks to you. We've nothing to say to each other.
Oh, I've not seen you before, have I? Welcome. Right, I've got a quick question for you. It might seem a bit blunt, but I've learned it avoids confusion later. You're not going to try and kill me, are you?
Trust Captain Sims. The protocol was enacted for the good of the country at large, not the quarantined area. If necessary, the quarantined area will be sacrificed.
Start talking, or this will end very quickly for you. What do you want? How did you find me? I have no reason to believe that. For all I know, you may be working with the British soldiers. I did not escape their prison just to be sent back again. So, I will need a better answer from you. What are you doing here? You found our old camp? Tell me, was there another man still there? Another like me? Then I made the right decision. You should have listened to me. In the end, there were only two of us left. And something was wrong with him. It was as if he was possessed. He started to babble about a voice only he could hear. Talking the same way those maniacs in the masks do. I could not stand to see him changing like that. So I left and came here. I was careless, and those protocol soldiers caught me out searching for food. They locked me up in their prison. It took a while, but I escaped. And now, I do not leave the cellar unless it is necessary. But how do you know about us at all? Agravain sent us in. Only Agravain knew we were here. How is it you followed us? What? They are here? Then you must help me. Listen, I have a radio set here. High-powered miniature set, but it was damaged. I need some components to fix it. Then I can signal for help. Information, and the chance we might find an ally in this place. I will write down the materials I need. Return when you have them. But if you return with hostile intent, I promise you, you will regret your treachery. Will, do you have the materials I need? Thank you. I am in your debt. Is there anything I can do in return? Do not be so foolish. I cannot just give up such information. I am still stuck here. But it is true. You have given me hope. And for that I am grateful. I do not suppose it is a matter of any great secrecy anymore. The British government were hiding something in their so-called Science City. We infiltrated the facility and broke into the quarantine laboratory. But something happened while we were in there. I do not believe we were responsible, but I was also confused. We escaped the facility, but the zone was already surrounded, land and sea. We could not escape, so we hid. I think you are owed some small reward for your troubles. Here. Now, I need to get on with these repairs. There will be no rescue until I have a working radio. You must be patient. I need more time to work on the... Once it's fixed, I will send out...
You. No sort of moves or I'll shoot you dead. Who told you I was here? Who sent you? Because people don't just stumble on this place. Who do you stand with? The village or the protocol lot? Ha! Wisest thing I've heard out of you so far. You're not from round here at all, are you? This must be very strange to you. I won't ask where you came from, but I do want to know what you'd intend. Do you know? Most folk round here like to live in ignorance. So you one up on them. Maybe we've got a bit of common ground between us after all. Look, we got off on the wrong foot. Half the strangers out there would kill you for your shoes as soon as look as you. So I have to be careful. My name's Nora. Used to live in the village. But put that army captain's nose out of joint by answering back. Now I try to help the villagers out from here. I can trade if you have out worth selling. Aye. I know something about that. Been poking round here long enough, haven't I? There's a big old bunker called the Interchange that those boffins built. The soldiers get proper excited about that one. I know there's a door in the army camp to the south of here. I also know they'll kill you before you get within spitting distance of it. Any road. I heard it's locked up tight as a bank vault. You'll never get in. Believe you me, I'd give me eye teeth to know what was going on in there, but it might as well be on moon. What? Seriously? Bloody hell. How'd you manage? You know. Oh, don't matter. You find out useful or interesting. You remember me and Wyndham, all right? Folk around here have it bloody hard. And if it's anything good to come out of that place, you think of them. Oh, aye. And what makes you think I'd tell out about that? You what? Oh, I forgot about that and all. Been 5 years since I watched the Boffin bury it. That was chaos back then. Soldiers clearing the place out. So he must have thought he was alone. I snuck back after dark to dig it up. Reckoned it was something important. But all I found inside were those papers. I couldn't make head and tail of them. I've never seen an actual signal redirector myself. But I do have some ideas where you might find one. For starters, there was that scientist who came back. Dr. Garrow, that was her name. Odds are, she had some of that bad gimmickry about her. Trouble is, she didn't get on with protocol. And they stuck her in prison. Let me mark that down for you. If you're serious about getting in there, don't go half-cocked. All right? Lion's Den, that place. Folk that go in, well, they tend to stay there one way or another. Unless, mayhap there's another way. If you can find it... But no, never mind. It's impossible. Well, I heard rumours, and that's all, of a special shipment of gear that got lost back when things turned bad. The Boffins tried to smuggle it out while the rest of us were getting walled in. Gossip is the cargo that never made it out. And it's still in Skethermore. But no one's found it, far as I know. If it did exist, and you could find it, maybe you'll find your signal redirector inside. Look, I'll write down everything I know about it, but don't get your hopes up, all right? Might be now more than a fairy tale. All happy? Good luck. Things wash around the zone and sometimes fetch up here. Might well be something you want. So drop in any time you're near. All right? Listen, as someone who's happy to do a bit of business, mayhap you'll help me out with another kind. If you're going in the direction of Wyndham, I have a message that needs delivering. It's for Alf. In the pub. For his eyes only. You hear? You get the happy glow that comes from doing the right thing. And I suppose Alf might give you something to make it worth your while. Right, here's the message. Get that to him as soon as you can. Bit of advice for you. While you're here, Skethermore isn't what you'd call friendly. Down in Wyndham, the soldiers will leave you be, seeing as how you're a stranger. But out here, it's dog eat dog. There's folk round here that'll kill you for the sweat on your brow, so watch yourself. Watch your back out there.
Don't be daft. Nobody wants trouble. You're not welcome here.
Might be nothing. Better safe than sorry. Don't be silly.
You're in for it.
Nobody here that wants...
Welcome back. Oh, my lord. Well, I appreciate you making the delivery. I truly do. I'm glad you found Nora. She can be a bit of a knout, but she's a lifeline for us in the village. I don't know what we'd do without her. Well, you seem trustworthy enough. Mayhap you could go one further. There's another message needs collecting, if you're up for it. Oh, don't worry yourself. The messages aren't incriminating her out, if that's what's worrying you. They're just, you know, important to me. There's something in it for you and all. Not asking you to do out for note. The other note is with a fella who skulks all over Skethermore. But we have a meeting place. I'll mark it on your map. Fair warning, though. Out in Skethermore, soldiers don't care who or what you are. They'll shoot before they ask.